Hi guys, welcome back to my channel Avanti Morocha. Today I'll show you how to use Cricut Design Space and Cricut Access for your sublimation projects. Since I'll be doing traditional sublimation, I'm not going to use the machine, but I will use the software and the subscription to Cricut. Now let's begin. For this project, I'll use my sublimation printer Epson F170, which has unique profiles that cannot be found in a converted sublimation printer. I use HTV Run and ASAP sublimation paper for my sublimation projects as they have given me excellent results. I'm in Design Space and I'll be using images from Cricut Access, however you can use your images as long as they have good resolution. To begin, I'll click on images and select the ones I want to use. Add them to the canvas. Modify the dimensions as needed. Then add a square and adjust its dimensions. The blanks I'm using are 9 by 6 inches. Change the layer operation to guide. Place the design and modify its dimensions if necessary. I'll personalize cosmetic bags. The process is the same for t-shirt, pillows, and other fabric blanks. I'll modify the colors so both designs have the same color theme. As you can see, this design has many layers. Select everything and click on flatten. Do the same with the other design. Now both designs are ready to be printed. Click on make it. I'll adjust the image's position to make it easier to cut them. Remember, if you are doing traditional sublimation on white polyester blanks, you don't need to use Cricut to cut the design. Continue. Send to printer. Select your sublimation printer, toggle off bleed, and toggle in the system preference. Click on print and minimize this window because the system preference will appear behind. Go to printer options. Click on color matching. Select color sync. Now select the profile for textile. Go to print settings. In media type, select the textile profile. Leave the mirror checkmark on and click on OK. Now send it to print. I'm using the HTV Run sublimation paper. Don't worry if the colors are not that bright. Remember that sublimation inks are activated by the heat when pressed. I'll make a second print. This time in color matching, I'll select Epson color controls. Print settings, it will be the same. I'm using the textile profile and mirror is on. Send it to print. Finally, I'll save one as a PDF and print it from Illustrator. I'm in Illustrator. I already opened the PDF file. Now I'll send it to print. Illustrator is a professional design software with many features, but is not free. I use it a lot for my sublimation projects. Go to color management. I'll let Illustrator determine the colors. In printer profile, select the one for textile. If you don't see these profiles, uninstall your printer and install it again. Click on print. This page is where you can download the drivers to reinstall your printer. Here you can see the 3 prints. The first one uses Design Space and Color Sync. The second uses Design Space and Epson Color Controls. And the last one is the one I did with Illustrator. These two look pretty similar. And this one is darker. I'll be using these two. Divide the designs and cut the registration marks. Ensure you don't leave any pieces, if not, your design will have a black line. For this project, I'll be using these cosmetic bags that are 90% polyester, which is excellent for sublimation. The process will be the same if you use a shirt, pillow cover, or other white polyester blank. Use a lint roller to remove any residues from the fabric. Press it for 5 seconds to remove any wrinkles and moisture. Center the design and secure it with heat-resistant tape. Place a piece of butcher paper. Press it for 60 seconds using a temperature of 400 degrees Fahrenheit. When using my easy press, I don't usually apply any pressure, I simply place the easy press on top. The reason is that when you press it, I feel there are more chances for you to move the easy press and cause the ghosting effect. Here I did it because the zipper doesn't let the easy press lay flat. Also, to avoid moving it, add more heat resistant tape around the design. Now I'll check. It looks great, but here I can see a small area that didn't transfer so well. I decided to press it again, which I don't usually do because there is more chances of getting the ghosting effect. I press it for another 15 seconds. Instead of improving the design, I mess it up more. It is not that notorious in camera, but there is some ghosting. Now I'll follow the same steps using the print I made with Illustrator. To avoid any mistakes, I'll secure the design in all sides. I'll check how it looks. In this case, it seems perfect. My only mistake was not removing the registration marks well, so I have two small black lines. It's important for me that you see my errors so you don't make the same. Now I'll compare both prints. The one that resembles better the colors of the design on the screen is the one I made with Illustrator. If you are using Design Space, I recommend using the Color Sync Color Match because the results are more similar to the ones with Illustrator. This one uses Epson color controls and they don't match as much the colors I see on the screen. I hope you like this video and you find it informative. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section. If you are interested in a Cricut machine, I'll share the links where you can buy them in the info box below the video. And you can also use my coupon code if you live in the US or Canada. If you are new to Cricut, I invite you to join the Facebook group, the Cricut Crafting Corner. If you are new to my channel and you like what you see, hit the subscription button, tap the notification bell so you get informed every time I release a new video. Don't forget to visit my blog, follow me on my social media, like this video and share it with your loved ones. See you soon. Ciao, ciao.